comes the time. The whole wide world will welcome the rising sun. Here comes the time for everyone to see that what will be, will be. This is the time for you and I to stand together as one. Yeah. They will know, they will know. The sun is rising from east to west, from north to south. Can't you see the sun is rising? Oh, you wave your flag and be proud of who you are. Because the sun is rising. We're shining so bright all over the world. We are the sun, we are rising. We spent our lives in pain and misery. Never gonna trade our freedom with any mystery. It's affecting our soul and it's killing us slow. With what we've been through, we are far from being good, but we are blessed by Chukwuka Biafra. So we're never gonna give up. We're never gonna give up. There'll be light in the wind of a tunnel. It will shine so bright all time. The whole wide world will embrace us. Nobody can stop us, nobody can cage us, nobody can stand us, yeah. They will know, they will know. The sun is rising from east to west, from north to south. Can't you see the sun is rising? Oh, you wave your flag and be proud of who you are. Because the sun is rising. We're shining so bright all over the world. We are the sun, we are rising. The windows and curtains, green lights be revealing. When I think about how blessed we are, goosebumps all over my body. Sunrise to the black stripe, black strands crossing grey stripes. Clashes upon clashes, many lives turn to ashes. When I ponder and reminisce, the actions I see malice. Blood on the ground, this is how we fly. Our beautiful flag all around the world. Blood on the ground, this is how we fly. Our beautiful flag all around the world. We go carry the cross together. We walk through to Zion. We stumble, we rise. How the victory will start. They will know, they will know. The sun is rising from east to west, from north to south. Can't you see the sun is rising? I still wave your flag all over the world. Because the sun is rising. I still be shining so bright all over the world. We are the sun, we are rising. They will know, they will know. The sun is rising. Wave your flag anywhere you are. Yeah. Can't you see the sun is rising? Freedom, freedom, yeah. We are the sun, we are rising.
Okay. Great Biafrans and lovers of freedom, we are here once again today, being the 31st day in the month of January 2025, the year and the month of our Lord Elohim. Great Biafrans and lovers of freedom, wherever you are, I greet you all in the name of Chukokeke Abiyama. Today is the 31st day in the month of January 2025, the year and the month of our Lord Elohim. Great Biafrans and lovers of freedom, we are going to discuss an important issue today that is being worrying so many African leaders regarding the new development by the new administration in United States of America led by Trump. Great Biafrans and lovers of freedom, you see, sometimes we need to wake up to the reality. You see, I like men or women who always lead people into facing reality. The new development in the United States of America today is a welcome idea for those who have visions and dream in life. We cannot rely on artificial aid. African leaders have sold African continent to the Western world so cheaply. And I strongly believe before we can fix it, there must be a leader from there who must stand for justice. What I'm seeing playing out on this very administration of Donald Trump of United States of America, what I'm seeing playing out is purely revolution. In other way, to waken the Africans up to the reality. You see, many people are complaining that the Africans are going to face massive life loss due to inability of African leaders to secure some medication for their own citizen. Well, many have given their own view, many have given their own analysis, but I'm here today to tell most of us today that if you check properly the action Donald Trump have taken regarding the World Health Organization is a very, very welcome development to those that have visions and dream. I strongly believe IPOB organization is one of the super, I call it super organization that understand every move and every action by either by foreign or local. The withdrawal of United States of America ordered by Trump to withdraw from WHO, which is World Health Organization, we enable the African citizens, not our leader. It is now that African citizens will rise and question their leaders when this particular disaster will begin to happen. I had a medical doctor who were analyzing on television the effect that such action by Donald Trump is going to bring. And I also had the response of former president of Kenya. I also had his response. And if he may agree that the response of that man is also in line, it shows that most of all these, our African leaders, sometimes decided to be fooling Africans before the world. You see, if we rely on giving. Now I want to ask these questions to us. I want to throw this question out there. Is there anybody who give you anything without achieving anything from what he gives to you? Especially countries. I don't know why many people will be so naive in terms of international politics and international engagement. You see, no country will offer you water without you giving them anything in return. It doesn't work that way. Why most of all this Western world are giving, especially giving Nigeria what they are giving to Nigeria, is because of what they are getting from Nigeria in return for free, not for business. Because most of our leaders have sold us very cheaply to the hands of these Westerners. Because of what? You know what? because of selfish interests of their own family and friend, not for their own citizens. Now, I want to ask those who want to tell themselves the truth. All these years, all this decay of brigade giving African vaccine, especially giving Nigeria vaccine, brigade giving Nigeria medication for HIV. I want to ask, is this particular aid from United States through brigade, is it reflecting in the life of average Nigerians? The answer is no. Then what is stopping a country like Nigeria to produce their own medication? Why are they relying? Have you asked yourself a question? Why Nigeria government and their politicians always rely on United States for medication? Does it mean that we don't have those who study medicine in schools, those experts who can do the same thing that the experts in the United States of America are doing to their own benefit? Don't we have those people, pharmacists in Nigeria? We have them. But have you asked yourself what is stopping them of producing what can sustain their own citizens? Is because of there are elements. I call them, let me just use an accurate language. There are mafians who hijack this system. Through brigade, they make billions of dollars through brigade directly to their own pocket. And when these things are coming, the Brigade Foundation also take what more than what they have brought to us. They took it away from us and take it. And most of all these things they are bringing, let me tell you why Trump did what he did. Trump knew that Brigade have no good intention to population, especially in Africa. And because of this thing, this man have grown wing to the point that whatever he dished out or whatever decision he made, the United States government, who are some of them are very biased in some area. So, and especially, let me just go straight to the point, especially the Democrat Party are very biased. They want to, I don't think they want to bury Africa. You see, they want to bury Africa and Africans alive. And the way people are hoping, especially African citizens are hoping to survive, putting their hope in America for survival, is what Trump want to end. Trump want to bring that particular hope to end. If you listen to Russia President Vladimir Putin, what did he say? He said, we must help those who want to help themselves to be free. Is it not the statement he made? He have made this statement several times, often and on. We help those who want to help themselves. How can somebody help you when the person have continued to be given you by the right hand and be taken through the left hand? Most of you think that most of all this medication they are bringing, brigade is helping Africa, is helping Nigeria. It's not helping you anything. Let me tell you how these things work. If I give you, let's assume that I give you food of $5, then I am taking a raw material of that food from you, which worth up to $50. This is what they are doing to. This is what they have been doing to Africa. Does it make any sense? Nobody, no nations offer you anything for free. No nation offer you anything for free. When the medical doctor was analyzing it, it was like people will fall dead. He said dead will be many in Africa. Especially the man was hitting on Nigeria. He said, especially in Nigeria, there are people with this virus are too many. Now, I want to ask, people with that virus are too many. Is there anywhere they are collecting this particular medication in Nigeria without settling, without bribing? I don't think so. Because everything in Nigeria is, it goes by bribery. I believe that even though when they roll those people with this particular disease, even the way they roll them in, I strongly believe if you don't settle to the health center where they are directing you to, I think that medicine will not be available to you. I strongly believe that as far as the Nigeria system is concerned. So the withdrawal will waken those who hope. Because an average Nigerian today believe if I grow, I will travel abroad. That's why they have made abroad, this traveling abroad, a prayer point. And they have turned it into something like this thing is a miracle. If it happen, you succeed, you know, see yourself in abroad, you have achieved miracle. Miracle of God have happened to you, which is not supposed to be. Which is not supposed to be. So what Donald Trump is doing now is let me withdraw this country of mine from giving this fake hope, artificial hope to developing countries. Let me withdraw it and see how their leader can stand up into accountability. Because let me tell you something. Most of African leaders, the way they behave with our resources, I can boldly tell you that United States, who accepted their behavior, is not helping the development of Africa. Okay, now, if you want to give the people total relief or show them how to be free, those people must know how to manufacture, they must know how to produce what they will consume. They must know how to produce what they will consume. Now, let me use some countries today as an example. Look at India. What did they do? Immediately Trump give that order, issue that executive order to withdraw United States aid from WHO. What did they do? India followed. India withdraw their own, they announced of their own withdrawal as well, because United States of America have withdrawn. I love the response of former president of Kenya. He said, our African leaders complaining and crying. He said politicians are crying, complaining and crying. Is there any Kenya here who pay tax to the American? You are crying because a man withdraw his aid from you because you are not paying tax to the American citizen. He said, American president is only for the Americans. You don't expect something from him. So what are we expecting from him? It's the same thing. If you watch what Trump did, this is the same thing. This is the same thing that is facing with the Biafrans. Every time we hope one country is coming, thank God that Mazi, Chinedu, Jonathan have said it on Radio Biafra many times. You see this, I call it fallacy hope. This country is coming to help you. And these are the method we have been used to be. They have used this method to deceive many Africans and make them lazy. Biafra now today, if you ask an average Biafran, say one country in Europe is coming to help us achieve Biafra. One country in Middle East is coming to help you to achieve Biafra. No, this doesn't work that way. Remember, this is why Radio Biafra and BTV remain the truthful channel to listen to. Let me tell you something. You see, all this false hope does not lead anybody anywhere. When people begin to enjoy or begin to listen to reality, everybody will bet up. Everybody will buckle up and say, no, I have to stand up and do something for myself. Like I do say it on program all the time. I say, nobody will give you Biafra. If anybody come today and say, Canada have promised to help us achieve Biafra, I will tell that person, if from that moment, if that person is an IPU, one of leader in IPUB, I will tell that person, so you have end up lying to joining the queue of liars. I will tell him, I will confront the person. Nobody help you to achieve anything. Nobody will help you to survive. Let me tell you, if you want to survive in life, you have to stand up to the responsibility. Then those who have the product to help you to survive, when they see the zeal in you, when they see that you are walking in line to survive, yeah, they will not stretch their hand up forward to you and say, take my hand, or yeah, come up. They will lift you up from there. You cannot just sleep and say, I need help. And you are not available at the spot where you can be helped. And you need help. What type of help do you need? Where you are still lying on your bed. The same thing. The same thing is applicable to Chukwukikabiam. You cannot just be lying down and be requesting, praying and praying from. It's like what have happened in Nigeria. They have, instead of them to go to work, engage in reality. They have started 100 days fasting, 40 days fasting, year in, year out, the same thing, the same. Sometimes I look at some of Africans and I look at them and say, are we really sure that we are normal upstairs? Are we not mentally derailed? Because there's some actions you will be practicing in repetition. Then you will now ask yourself, am I all right? Am I really normal? Something you do year in, year out, the same result. You do it year in, year out, no changes, the same result. Is it not the hard time you look at yourself and ask yourself a very deep question and say, no, it is time to change this method. This method have kept me in one spot. Let me move. I need to move. I need to move. Because it's only a fool who remains at the same spot year in, year out. No movement, no increment, no development, no new method. So for those of them who are being somehow panicking, that shows their gullibility. They are too gullible for such actions. For the new decision of Donald Trump of retrieving the right of achieving what do you call it, you are document through birth in United States of America. This is the why everybody abandoned African soil. I must tell you, you see, when I see some actions from the developed world leaders, especially when it comes to from for kind of restrictions for some certain things, I always have this happiness in me. The happiness is this: okay, if tomorrow Trump say or United States of American government say nobody should enter their place again from this moment, let me tell you something. I will be the most happiest person, because this thing of traveling have made us abandon our responsibility as people. What we now have on our on us in our mind is, let me finish university. Some of especially Nigeria, especially we that come from that particular zoo, what we always have in our mindset now is, let me finish my education and travel out of this country. Let me tell you something. 97% of average Nigeria, their hope today is, how can I travel out of Nigeria? Are you seeing it? How can I travel? How can I travel out of this country? And this is giving the politicians opportunity for loot, because it's like what Chibika Mechi said. Everybody heard him. He said Nigeria doesn't react for to anything. Something that they're supposed to react, they don't react for it. Chibika Mechi said it. And these are I may call them the mafians of Nigeria. Chibika Mechi is among the cabals. Is he not among the cabal? When one of the members of the cabals of Nigeria that have hold you down, deny you many amenities as a citizen of a place, now came out and confessed and said, the people we are ruling does not react to anything. So why are you bothering yourself? He said the people who are facing the heat are not, they don't react for anything. The area you want them to react, they will go and sleep. Everybody said, no, it doesn't concern me, I beg. The video is on social media. He said they don't react for anything. So what else do you want some of all these people to tell you? They are doing what they are doing to you today because they know that you are not trained, or you are not brought up, or you are not taught to know your right and stand up for it and stand by it. This is why they are doing what they are doing to you. Why IPOB remain relevant today before the face of the world? Why IPOB remains strong today? Because many people in IPOB are people who have traveled many places in the world. They have seen, they have traveled, they live in developed world. So they have adopted the character of, I know my right. This is how I will, this is how I will be the one to force our politicians to do things right. Let me tell you something. Politicians are the same thing all over the world. I've said this thing before. I am saying it again today. Either you believe me or you leave it on your own risk. Let me tell you something. Politicians from Europe to America, from America to Asia to Africa, politicians are the same thing all over the world. But there's something that made them different. What is that? The citizens of those places knows their right. And the citizens of those places enable them to establish a constitution that that place the politicians into work. Not politicians. Those places you see that develop, that laws and order work perfectly. It is not those things that is see that is working accurately. We are not working because of the politicians are responsible. No, it's because of the law which the citizens adopted and accepted is active, and the citizens are monitoring that particular constitution. If you're a politician, you violate it, they agitate for it. They protest against it. They tell you, oh, you are crossing your boundary. Mr. President, you are crossing your boundary. Stop. And immediately the president will pay attention. Immediately you're a senator, you're a governor of a state, and you want to, the citizens will bring up that constitution and say, hey, stop. You are crossing your boundary. And you will see all of them come out in mass on the road and occupy the road. In other way, to force you to obey, which they have put together as a constitution. Nigeria, what constitution did you have? What exactly constitution do you have? Did the citizens in unity to force any president to into work in Nigeria? The answer is no. When a Yoruba man is a president, whatever, even when he goes out of the constitution, Yoruba people will give him total support. When a Fulani man is in a president as a president, even when he is messing the system up, the Fulanis will rally around. Both the Fulani that is favorable to and the one that is not favorable to. They have this mentality, it is us. These are the problem of that particular place called Nigeria. I keep on telling. See, any day Nigeria go into referendum and everybody goes on their own way, I don't think anybody will be dreaming or even thinking of traveling out of that place. Let me tell you something. Any day Nigeria splits, no African citizen will even dream to go to Europe. Most of us doesn't know that the way God placed Africa weather, there is no any other world that have the best weather on this planet Earth than Africa. There is no other people. That's why these people are they are jealous of us. But because of we don't know who we are, because of we don't know who we are, we keep on fooling ourselves in their hands. Look at the Burkina Faso military president, Ibrahim Traore. What did he just publish? I think 2 days ago, when he is addressing the country about their resources. Very soon now, very soon, all of us will be. Let me graduate and go to Burkina Faso. Burkina Faso will be the latest miracle testimony in Nigeria churches. Go and write it down. From now till next 10, let me say, from now to 5 years' time, you will see people going to altar to pray for them to enter Burkina Faso. Because they have it, those ones they have waken up from their sleeping bed, they have now embraced the reality, and the reality is manifesting marvelously to them. Tomorrow you will see one person will say, come out here and sow a seed for those who want to travel to Burkina, because it will become a very difficult place to enter in the next 5 years. It will become a very difficult place to enter because the young man who want to save his people have the knowledge. Look at what France is giving them. $300 per ounce of gold. Today, Ibrahim Traore have taken that gold to sell by themselves and giving the country the exact amount which they are selling their gold in Europe. That is the latest speech he made. He gave the country account of their gold. What a marvelous leader. He said, this gold, the former president and those who call themselves politicians, have been selling this gold at the price, they have been giving them at the price of $300 per ounce. But this gold is being sold through his own administration, 1,200 per ounce. But the politicians are claiming that the France are the one mining the gold, giving them 300, why they pocket the 300? They are not even utilizing the 300 for the country development. At the end of the day, they will still carry that money the 300 they pay them for per ounce, they will even carry it and bank in the same France bank. These are the kind of leaders we have. But today, a young man have come and said, look at how much I am selling it to. For a decade, we have been suffering in this country and nothing to show for it. Our citizens are suffering. Today, he has begun to give loans to the young ones who want to go into farming massively. His target is to supply food to many countries in the world. That is his own dream. He wants to supply food to countries around the world. That is exactly what many countries, like countries like Brazil, supplies food to many countries. Many people don't know. They supply foods to many countries. What is holding Nigeria? Because they carry three different people and mix them up. And mix them up. Because they know that this mix up, they can never progress. They can never move an inch. They can't move anywhere. They can't move an inch. Because these people are not meant to be together. Being them together will result into total disaster. This is the game the Britain played in that place. And we have discovered the game. And that's why we are not shaking. We are not moving an inch. We will continue to push for referendum until it is achieved. Look at what have happened. Many things they tag on IPOB today, them themselves now have beginning to vomit out. Because no, one thing about life is this. When someone is blackmailing you and you are focusing, you keep on doing the right thing. Even the spirit is watching, human is watching, the earth is watching. They are not blind. Nobody is blind. Nobody is blind. I saw what the marvelous work the vigilante group in Imo State did few days ago. And I saw the work the vigilante group in Anambra did also few days ago. I asked myself a question. Where have these people been all this while? Where have these people been all this while? Because let me tell you something. Because they have target. They have target. The target that time was, let us see how IPOB will react. Let us see how these people are well. Let us see how educative they are in their quest for Biafra. They apply every method. The criminals now, any kind of thing they carry that, there's one analysis I made one certain time. I said, before Biafra agitation, we used to have some disturbances in our society. And somebody called me and said, yes, that I just brought his mind back to life. And I mentioned it that time. I said, where is those people who used to go bank robbery? Is it not what I said that on that program? I said, where are those people who used to go bank robbery? Where are those people that we used to go and boss? When I was there in Nigeria government, we used to go some area, they say, bad guys, like anytime there is robbery, no, there's okay, special squad, go so places. And it may take 1 week. We bust them, we catch them. I said, where are these people? Have they suddenly disappeared in Nigeria? Where are these people who used to go bank robbery in Yoruba land? Wima Bank, Ibadan, in Sango, very close to Sango Market, Ibadan. From 82 Battalion, Mokola Ibadan, one of the strongest army barracks in Nigeria. We operate those places. Where are those armed robbers? Where are those people? Have they disappeared? When I begin to lay down my ear on background, I begin to understand what is happening in Imo State and Anambra. I begin to understand some politicians from the East met with these bad guys and took them down to East. I was shocked when I discovered this. They took them from all the way from Europe and take them down to East. Some had criminals from the north. They take them from the north and take them down to East. That will tell you that if not that how powerful IPOB is, and because of IPOB is made up of professionals. This is what save IPOB. Many people don't know the figures in IPOB. IPOB will have professionals. We have those who are police officers in Europe, in America. I mean, in a country that is reasonable. And we have those who have experience of policing in Nigeria, who are ex-police officers, who are ex-army officers. So we know how these things work. We have IBOB members who are legal practitioners, experts in law. That's why at one certain time who made that statement that time? I think Chris Ngige. I think when Chris Ngige made that statement, that was 2018, when he said miscreants. It was Ngige that made that statement, miscreant. I laugh. I say Ngige. And that time I challenge Ngige. I say Ngige. I think that is the most reckless statement that will come out from a man like you. People you are calling miscreant, can you withstand any of them in terms of, let's say, television debate? And we bring special journalists that know what they're doing in journalism and present them on the table. I say, can you stand? Even in Gige, somebody like me, I cannot debate on a round table with Ngige because I will look myself so down to debate with Ngige. Because that statement alone shows that Ngige is very, very, that statement shows that he demonstrated how flexible, or let me just use a good English for him. Ngige demonstrated how gullible they are as a Nigerian politicians. Because I can't imagine myself debating with Ngige. Because I have watched his debate on television. I say that sometimes I wonder, I said, education is not wisdom. Yeah, it's not wisdom. Education is not wisdom. Let us not mix it up. You may have a PhD, but at the end of the day, you amount to nothing in terms of profiling solution. You amount to nothing, completely nothing. When I saw what this vigilante group did in Imo and Anambra recently, I was asking myself, where have these people been all this year, all this while? So we are then waiting for what did the politicians told them? Where these people were compromised to see if they can get IPOB destroyed by bad names. Maybe that was the reason why they allowed the criminals to grow wings. Even when IPOB keep on debunking their claims and their plans, they keep on pushing. You know, they're giving themselves time. Let us buy more time to push. Let us buy more time to if you can achieve what we want to achieve. Then that is why IPOB we get back. We went back to the drawing board. We went back to the drawing board because IPOB we have solution to every damn thing. Anything in this world, we have solution for it. We say, okay, let us go back to the drawing board. Which face are they using? Which face are these people using, trying to tarnish the image of IPOB? Okay, this is the face. This is the people they are using. Okay, let us take care of them. Remember what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said. We will not kill anybody. But any day you rise to work against IPOB and Biafra restoration, we will know how to handle you professionally. And when we handle that issue, have you all noticed how desperate both Nigeria Army, both Nigeria Police IG, both some northern Fulani northern cabals, do you see how angry they have become? Since that time we took care of this mess. Do you see how angry? Do you see the facial demonstration of that venom coming out from them? Have you seen Gome, Sheikh Gome, coming out from his hiding all this time? Do you see how he rushed out, coming out from their hiding? Most of you are not paying attention. You are not reading the handwriting. Do you see how Gome, Sheikh Gome, came out with speed from his hiding? Because the one they paid money, the one they pay money to carry out the mission, because we took care of that person. All of them came out in their hiding because they knew that we have discovered their method. They came out with the anger, tried to pour their venom out, but it's already late. It's already late. Even when Nigeria government want to run away, our move also placed them in a state of no escape. Our move placed them in a state of no escape. Because where the world, the Amnesty International, European branch of Amnesty International, we are waiting for them to run away. For them to say, oh, all these reports you have been bringing here, so you are complicit to this thing. People you are reporting against have taken the action and make the case more easier for you. Why can't you respond? They know That is why even when the woman came to visit Bola Ahmed Tinubu in Asoro, he visited him. But most of you don't know the reason of that visit. You don't know the deep meaning of the visit. Why is the administration running away from the man you are on air, pretending that you is disturbing the country? Why are you now moving backward? Because the genesis of his apprehension was not done by you. The reason why he was apprehended because of the same people you are blackmailing internationally and locally are the people who facilitate the movement of apprehending this person. Now, the same people you are blackmailing now have made the journey easy. Why are you running? So they have nothing else to do not to come on media to say, okay, go. We have no anywhere to run, because if we run away, that means these people have totally win us. So let us switch in. And let us switch in and file our charges. After all, we have already fooled ourselves by coming to television and mention his name, because we are pretending we never knew that IPOB know what to do. Because you say this thing is problem. Okay, we allow the same thing. Listen, what we did to Nigeria federal government recently is exactly what we did to them by forming ESN. This is the same method. Is it not the same method we did? This is the same method we followed. Our farmers, our mothers, and our fathers were raped in a farm in Enugu, time without number, by the Fulani henchmen. In Anambra, farmers were killed, butchered. Our mothers were raped. Our fathers were butchered in a farm. Every time we go on Radio Biafra, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will tell you, do something, create state security. Create state security. IPOB, we are telling governors what to do. Create state security. Because federal government security is for Fulani. They can't protect us. The governors will do something. Until one governor, all of you have forgotten. All of you have forgotten. Former governor of Enugu State. What did he say? He said their hands are tied. Is it not what governor said? What is, do something to secure the life and properties of Ndibo under your word. He said their hands are tied. Okay, your hands are tied. Thank you, sir. You have answered the question that we wanted you to answer. Then IPOB went into drawing board. That is how we do. Oshike, when it become tough, we go back to the drawing board. IPOB went to the drawing board and formed Eastern Security Network and flag it out. If you can't do it, we can do it. Because let me tell you something about international law of life security. You see, self-defense is a law that guides everybody in this planet Earth. Self-defense. That is why if anybody walk into your compound, and they want to eliminate you, this is your house. This is your place of residential place. You have every right to hack that person to death. Do you know when police come, when the police come in there and watch the dead body lying down, they was this dead body is lying down in this person compound. Is what the police will ask, we investigate. Is this person living here? If it is your neighbor, you will go to jail. If that dead body that is lying on that floor on that compound, if it is your neighbor, you are going to jail. They will charge you for murder. But if it is an outsider, oh, this person is not living, what is he doing there? What is this person doing right here in somebody's residence? Okay, this person lying down, is this a police officer? No. Even though if it is a police officer, did he have the permission to bust into that house? If he doesn't have the permission, if that his coming was not official, that is another. That means the owner of the house is right by hacking him to death. That is international law. It's guide everybody. So Eastern Security Network, that is why the white people are watching Nigeria government. They don't know what they're doing. Eastern Security Network is like a man inside his house and the invaders coming. The Eastern Security Network is not operating in Yoruba land. Let me tell you something where they wanted to set IPOB up. When they want to set IPOB up, when Mazi Kanu was still free, when they have never kidnapped him. How many of you remember when the Yoruba, I think, Zigani, requested that ESN should come to Yoruba land and help them? How many of you remember that? There's one other elderly Yoruba man that requested for help. Where I am, I suggested, I said, listen to me. It is an offense for ESN to move out of Biafra territory on whatsoever into another territory. Then they have become an illegal mercenaries. And illegal mercenaries is also fall into that curriculum of law of terrorism. I mean, many of people don't know this thing. You see, these people, they were so smart trying to set IPOB up on time. It was when they tried that, their requests were turned down. That is when they changed another method. How can we do this thing? How are we going to kidnap him? How are we going to take him out of the picture? Then let this organization scatter. They forgot that organization they want to take this person out of the picture is an institution. This person is a founder. Being a founder does not mean that you know deeper things about IP. There are many things Mazi Nnamdi does not know in IPOB. Many people doesn't know, but now it are becoming more clearer to the government of Nigeria that there are many things that even him, Mazi Nnamdi, does not know in IPOB. Because it's an institution. He funded it fine and good. But there are many things he don't know. There are many things that he himself need to ask questions. Oh, wow. Wow. Really? Is that how we do it in this area? Yes. Oh, okay. He will not get the knowledge. And now, after his kidnapping, IPOB have become more stronger and more powerful. Nigeria government And some international world have already discovered that. They know. These people, they are experts in their engagement. These people, they are well educated and well nurtured in their engagement. These people are not people you can barge in anyhow. Those who try it, where are them today? Are we not warning them? When there is one of one Zuma they captured. After they captured him, Nigeria government is calling him ESN. But why we keep on defeating them is because of the same Zuma we are mentioned on Radio Biafra on air by Mazi Sanwo. He was blacklisted and was mentioned on air. And some element who does not understand what is called discipline and dignity in movement begin to wag their mouth anyhow. He is calling them on air. He's calling the gallant. Who is your gallant man? A criminal can never be gallant in Biafra agitation. Never. I oppose it totally. Anybody, any woman or any man found with element of criminality will be expelled out of IPOB. There is no second chance. There is no, okay, let us watch him or let us watch her. No. Because that is the only way we can restore a society that will be reasonable, that will be abided by law and order. When you begin to give consideration to some acts, okay, let us say it will change. No. Things does not work that way. IPOB is too disciplined. They are too harsh in their engagement when it comes for you mess up. As France is criminal. If you there is people IPOB always give second chance. That's something we call unguided stubbornness. Yes, that one is. But yeah, that person is not a criminal, but he just unguided stubbornness. You know, there are people like that. Unguided stubbornness. They do anyhow. But if anything involves criminality, IPOB is kicking you out of the umbrella immediately. But if it's ordinary, all this misconduct, that's why we have way of suspension. A misconduct, okay, we give you 3 months. We suspend you for 3 months. Oh, misconduct, depend on the gravity of the misconduct. Okay, we give you 6 months suspension. But when it comes for criminality engagement, evidence is there. We find it, we trace it, we investigate it, it is found. You are going, we don't want to get out. Why are you explaining this person? Well, he's a criminal. We will tell the world he's a criminal. And before you know what happened, his criminality, he will manifest it, hand go catch him. Not be we go catch him, hand go catch him. He will be caught. Is there anybody that IPOB mentioned on Radio Biafra since Mazi Nnamdi Kanu kidnapped that Nigeria government, most of them, Nigeria government have never fallen into Nigeria government hands, caught red-handed with their criminality acts, engagement? What are you talking about? Is there any of them that Nigeria, most of them who have fallen into the Nigerian security, caught them red-handed at the acts of their distance? So, what else? The lawyer they killed, Chinedu Nwawu from Imo State, the lawyer they killed 2022. The lawyer, I think it was 2022, they murdered the lawyer. What happened? The new arrest after the investigation, after they target on IPOB, and the IPOB will debunk, will say, we don't know anything about it. Are we hunting our own people? Are we now hunting our own people? Is that the what Nigeria state want to tell us, that we are hunting our own people? On what purpose? On what motive are we hunting our own people? The only people we designed to hunt is Fulani herdsmen in our bush. Fulanis who live in our society, who live in the city, have anybody touched them? This is what you ask yourself. Have anybody touched? Don't we have Fulani living in Enugu, in a street in Enugu, paying house rent, doing their business? What are we talking? Don't we have Fulani living in Abia State, doing their business? Those that have shop, open their shop, do their business. Have anybody touched them? This is the clear evidence. We are after deadly criminals, either Fulani they are, or even our people. Many people may think is ESN only after herdsmen. Who told you? It's because we are not ready to, IPOP is not ready to display anything on air. Who told you? Who told you? Do you know how many young Igbo people that ESN have caught red-handed and dealt with them? Do you know? Many. They have caught them red-handed and they were dealt with. Is it not the same reason why IPOB leadership is asking the governors, stand up and embrace their responsibility? Keep our society safe. Secure our society. Since Soludo, when Soludo formed this, we know that he did it because of the coming of election to use those boys to butcher, to kill his opposition, those who want to challenge him on coming election. But now we have already tell him his mission. You know, IPOB will always expose the mission ahead of time. Since that very day, IPOB told him, we know why you formed this Shambo military this thing. This is not security. You have formed them to use them for coming election, to ring election, to suppress your opposition. But we are watching you. Don't you see immediately? Don't you see immediately? Solu don't know that already we already know where he is heading to. That is why he is forced to use those boys to do the good. To do now he is doing good. He is doing good job. Do you understand? And that's why we are commending. We always commend him. Go and watch all this Anambra state news. You see members of IBOB there. Good job. Good job. Good job. Fine. That is to tell them we are not against anybody. Good job. The day they went and raid where they are selling all this drug that is destroying our youth, what did we say? Good job, fine, but let your raiding not basically on the users. We advise him immediately. Don't let your raiding based on the users, because if you want to fight for hard drug, you don't go for the users. Users are free. You don't go for the user, you go for the dealers. If you want to show, or you want to show the world you want to fight for against the hard drug, go for those who deal with the business, not for the users. In abroad, in America and in Europe, police doesn't go for the users. What police do is to use the users to get the dealers. Yes, that can. You don't punish the users. You handle the users with care. and use them to get the dealers. That is how the white people do it. Our own will not be different. Don't come and show us the users where you parade them, keep them, beat them, injure them. You are telling us where is the dealers? Why the dealers will be in the same government house with you, pumping champagne, throwing money on air, answering Odogu in your state. You want to deceive us? You want to show us the users, those that the drug have condemned their destiny, very dirty. Because all the ones I see there, these are the dirty. Dealers are not dirty. Dealers are the most clean people, wearing markers and driving good cars. Where are those dealers? That is what we ask you. Get them. None. Don't come here next time and be parading the users. And you want us to be clapping for you. No, that is not how things done. That is not how things done. Now let me go back to the police officer they have arrested after the many months and the many years of that investigation of that lawyer, inspector, police inspector. Up to 4 police officers have been arrested. Now, who sent those police officers to go and kill the lawyer? Is he not a politician? Do you see that everything that we are saying on IPOB platform concerning Nigeria, everything is true? Let me tell you, IPOB can lie to you. And we are not here to tell you to sugarcoat the word for you so that you'll be happy. Because we know that especially those who are born in Nigeria, remain in Nigeria, only thing that gives them joy is a word of deception. Because it's not their fault. This is how we grow up. Why we now change because of most of us have traveled abroad. We now say that you don't give people false hope. False hope is more dangerous in life. It damages destiny. When you know that there will be no water for your people in the next 5 days, you are telling them water will be there tomorrow morning. Tomorrow morning they will wait for the water. All their hope we are water. We will have water to drink tomorrow morning. Tomorrow morning, no water. Do you know how they? Do you know the damage you have done to their brain at that moment? But if you have told them, in the next 2 weeks there will be no water, what are you talking? Every human being have a way of surviving. Some of them will begin their journey of that water today. They'll say, okay, in the next 2 weeks, the governor have told us there will be no water. Okay, where are we going to get water? Some will use their leg trek 5 kilometers and go and look for water. Not to give them false hope. We grow up to enjoy false hope, deception, lies. We enjoy lies in our school because most of the things they were teaching us in the school is rubbish. That is false hope. Like we are saying it now. We say, stop wasting our school fees in school. When we pay school fees and send our children to school, teach them what is meaningful. Teach them what is meaningful. A for apple. A this one for what is all this nonsense teaching for? I was telling this one man one day. The man said, "You are right. Like, what is all this?" Every child will grow up and know that this apple is eatable. What is the name? Apple. Period. Mango. What is a mango? This orange. Find something else. Teach them. something that will be utilized in our society and be productive, and our society will be a very good one. The most annoying part of them all, carrying a child, teaching a child the names of this is what do you call it? They say CRK. The most useless of all the subjects they are wasting our school fees for is this thing they call CRK, Christian religious knowledge. What is the meaning of this? Peter. Peter did this in this and Joseph do what nonsense, wasting of time, wasting of school fees, wasting of everything, wasting of brain. What the child got to do with Peter? What the child got to do with Paul? What the child got to do with Jesus was born in Galilee? What is that? What is all this nonsense for? While the world are busy teaching their children how to couple device, how to do this, how to do this, how to do this, how to manufacture this. Tender age, at the age of 5 years, 4 years, you begin to teach those child, technology. As they are growing up to build. But when you begin to teach them Peter this and then, okay. Now I want to ask now. I want to ask a very, very this thing. Let us be sincere. What is the knowing the history of Peter got to do with our society? Is it what is going to give us electricity? No. Is it what is going to give us water to all houses in our society? The answer is no. Is it what is going to give us this thing, hospital? The answer is no. Do you see how we keep on wasting time, achieving nothing? At the end of the day, when the child now grow, now know that is what you have wasted time for all some some years, he will turn into criminal because he want to make it quick. Because he have nothing in hand to make it. Because what he have learned is nonsense. And at the die minute he realize that what he have learned is nonsense. What next? He turn into a criminal. Now, tell me society that will survive or become healthy in criminality. No. Criminality destroy and kill. Criminality destroy and kill. That's the impact of criminality. And that's why IPOB have come to stay. Because we have to fix all those broken impacts that the rotten society by the politicians have caused the souls that is habiting there. We have to fix it. It is we that will fix it, not animal, not spirit, not angels. It is we, the human being, that will fix it. And the only thing I have to tell every IPOB member, if you know you want to be in IPOB, your mentality must change. must stop viewing things the way you used to view them before. You must stop seeing things the way you used to see things before. Sometimes you may do something, they say, is he not, he have the right to live his life? No. Today you have the right to live, you have the right to live your life. This is why the world is getting rotten. This is today, that's why Donald Trump have taken the radical step in America. It's not every right you get. There are, okay, now let us come for our own children. There are something that your child will demand from you. You have the capacity to provide it, because this thing may destroy this child. You don't have to give it to that child. You deny the child. Say, no, I am not buying it. But the money is there. The child know that you have the money to provide it for him or her, but you deny that child because normally it is the child's right to demand and get from you as a parent. But not everything that child demand that you get. This is what you're talking about. The same thing. There are things that you do. You make your money. You suffer for your money and you make your money. Let me tell you something. I may suffer for my money and God bless me. I make that money. I have the right to say, okay, I want to go and live my life the way I want it. Government have the right to say, lion man, no. This is where you will eat that your money. This is where you will behave with that your money. If you if you behave this way, we will carry you, put you inside jail. Because the government know that if I begin to live anyhow life because of I'm the one that make the money, I may end up passing, bad influence to the society. There are young men looking at me there. They will, I may now use that money to mislead them. This is what is happening in Nigeria, especially in our land. There are something that IPOB have many work to do, but it's block by block. We will get there. You see, this thing of occasion, spraying money is a bad influence. It's a bad influence, and we must know how we are going to stop this nonsense in our society. This is a purely bad influence in our society, and we must remove that influence. In abroad, we have billionaires, we have millionaires. Them too have they sometimes they do their occasion. If you go to the occasion, they give gift. Okay, you have money. You want to bless those who are doing occasion. What happened to how white people used to do it in a matured way? You have money, you want to spend 10 million naira for the person. Why can't you use that 10 million naira, go to good shop, or go to where they are selling diamond, or go to where they are selling something powerful? Buy it at a gift and offer to the celebrant. And offer to the celebrant. Why can't you write a check? You want to give the person 100 million. Why can't you write a check of 100 million, open check of 100 million, and give to the celebrant, and give to the owner of the person doing this thing? Must you come an open place to behave like a criminal? Did you know the history of spraying of money on air? Do you know where it started from? Is it not the actions of the mafians that first broke into bank? And when the police were pursuing them, they pick up some cash. That time their car vehicle are not common. They were running with horse. Police were pursuing them with horse. They have to take money and pour on the public. Where people came out to pick the money, police were blocked. Those masses blocked where they are picking the money. Police don't see chance to run after them. They escape. Is that now what we now go and learn? Now we now turn it into culture. Attitude of criminals is what we now want to establish as culture. Let me say this thing. We know that the politicians we have know nothing. They don't know history. They don't know how to coordinate the society because most of them are criminals. So most of these people lack the wisdom and the knowledge, and they lack the education to coordinate society. It is we that have to stand up and say, no, let us put stop to some certain things. Great Biafrans and lovers of freedom, this is the time that we have to demonstrate to the world how responsible we are. Nobody take an irresponsible people serious. Nigeria politicians today, the developed world politician does not take them serious because in the eyes of an average senator of America, they look at Nigerian politicians as a tout, as an illiterate. I'm telling you the fact. And we must not allow such to happen within the Biafra agitators, especially IPOB. We must not allow such character to be found in our midst. We must showcase to the world how responsible we are, how educative we are, how knowledgeable we are, how wise we are. We must. War does not take irresponsible people serious. This is why Nigeria is in a big mess because the world does not take them serious because they see them as bunch of fools and illiterates. I'm telling you, an average white man look at Nigerian politician and their attitude and say, oh, this one, that is why they can't build their place. Because how can he, what does a tout know? What do they know? What do they know? They know nothing. So how do you want the world to take them serious? That's why I keep on saying it. Anywhere you are as an IPOB member, try to build a character. Build a character that the world will see, the people you are in their place will see. They say, no, these people are different from Africans we are seeing. Because they know your political leaders, they know them. They know them. So when you approach the political class there, they will now look at, no, it seems that these people speak more wisdom. They speak about more development than their political leaders. Like one certain time we met with some officials. I know what our coordinator and the woman leader within the Brazil told the politician in that office. The politician was like, it seems that these people are different. Because they were telling them, we don't want to stay here. We want to build our place. This is how reasonable. African leaders are not telling the European leader they want to be there. What they are telling them, I want to buy house in your place. I want to bank my money in your place. This is what they're telling them. They don't tell them they want to build their own place. Or what they go there to discuss with them, how can I put my money? Find me a bank. Let me hide the money. Let me hide my money here. You want to hide your money in Italy. How many times an Italian senator have approached you to tell you he want to hide his own money in Nigeria? You see how foolish these politicians are. That reminds me, lastly, before I go out of this program, how many of you remember Lucky Benedo? How many of you remember Luck Igbenedo, the former governor of Edo State? How many of you remember him? During the time of Obasanjo? How did how his loot ended? How many of you know this history? Most of you don't know. That's why Chibika Amechi said Nigerians doesn't react to not they don't react to anything. The average Nigerians behave like zombie. Thousands they will die, they will keep on their life goes on. They don't want to know. How many of you remember Igbenedo? After he looted the Edo State dry, where did that money end? It ended in a man, in a Switzerland, in a New Zealand man that reside in South Africa. An entrepreneur New Zealand man that reside in South Africa. Is it not where all the whole money he looted in Edo State ended? What did the man do to him? Immediately he came down as a governor. The old man, 78 years old man, went and committed suicide. All the money Igbenedo stole from Edo State and gave to him, the man took his own life. He committed suicide and wrote the will to his son. You see how smart? Do you see how smart the white people are? That's how the wealth Igbenedo become empty. All the money he stole lost. Because that is the one, this one is the one we know. What about the one they are stealing that the other people have dealt with them in that manner? Great Biafrans and lovers of freedom, we must build character in other way so that it will become better for all of us when Biafra come. This is not the time to think, I want to have billions, I want to have millions, I want to have, why the society remains undeveloped. The beauty and the sweetness of riches is when you have a beautiful society. Yes. Come to this country. If you go to Brazil, you see how clean, how developed cities are. Billionaires will come out with their vehicle and park. You know, they love life. Nobody will be free. Nobody free. Police is working 24 hours. Security is very tight. That's the beauty of society. You carry a Lamborghini, come out. Nobody notice you. Nobody want to look yourself. This one, what are you driving? They know. You carry a Ferrari, come out. Nobody want to know. Nobody care to know you. Because everybody is busy. This is how society is supposed to be. Great Biafrans and lovers of freedom, from me, from here, these broadcasts have come to an end. I say to you all, may Chukwu Kikabiama keep on being with you all, and be a good citizen wherever you find yourself. Be law-abiding, stay away from crime. Stay away from crime. Be a good example to all Biafrans. Represent Biafrans in a positive manner wherever you are. And may Chukwu Kikabiama keep on guiding us and bless us and protect us. Protect our leader in the hands of the enemy. Protect Eastern Security Network for their great job they are doing. Protect the M branch of this particular wonderful umbrella IPOB. They have done marvelously well. And I urge the IPOB Finland to be very, very strong in that case, standing before them there. Let them represent IPOB very well and monitor the in and out of that particular case. Nobody will kill a Biafran that we are going to leave to go scot-free. It's not going to happen. Anybody that kill a Biafran, we will deal with him through law. We will use law and punish that person. That is how we will roll it. Thank you very much, and God bless you all. Happy weekend.
The bricks. Sunday. Oh na 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 na. Watch it out. Watch me far away, see me far away, Shabada. Tell me what you saw, I will show you what I have, because I have myself. Oh, them think say na defense. Make you watch my back. Now wait till you they see, yeah. Unless you have the sense, so go learn to pretend. Do not run away. Kind of sober than you. That is why I say. That is why I say. That is why I talk. That is why I say. That is why I say. That is why I know. Ohaneze Ndigo, how na day? I don't come to speak my mind with no delay. Let them know say una eyes clear about una way. Watch out, many things they happen in that country you dey. So some people trouble upon people every day. Even when you dey, you go talk say you know dey. I need to understand why this world apart. I need to understand why this truth apart. The promise that we go and nationalize. The promise we will live and no complaints. Watch me far away. Watch me far away. See me far away. See me far away. Tell me what you saw. I will show you what I have. Because I have myself. Oh, then think say na defense. Oh, make you watch my back. Now wait till you they see. Yeah, unless you have the sense. Oh, you go learn to pretend. Oh, do not run away. Kind of that is why I say. That is why I say. That is why I talk. That is why I say. That is why I say. That is why I know. Samada, cha cha cha, cake chakaro, boomba. See, I come back again to tell people say, now here we dey. We don't come to stay. I say no retreat, no surrender. We're living big, but no arrange. Look at the soldiers killing innocent Biafrans every day. Look at Islam is killing innocent Christians every day. It depends on me, it depends on me, it depends on me. Chukwoki kofiama, Bateranyo se maka, Bateranyo se maka. I know ginaka, that is why I say, that is why I talk, that is why I know. That is why I say, that is why I talk, that is why I know. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, Mohamadike one, Biafra nile, Ayisigi Gabaniru, Donya Kaya Docha, Weli Feneme, Onye Naya Netuno Yine, Chuku Kwamawaja, you are whiter than snow, Oku Gibesioku, we stand where you stand, we say no secret trial. Onyinye Chukwu Ezosika Osiki Mohamadike, no secret trial. Prophet Yahweh's young Osiki Mohamadike Osiki Jisike Mazus Ejike Kole Osiki one day Buje Bije Sikwa no weli feneme O weli fenafia O weli fenako Ezi one name Victor Chimezie Okorochukwu Igbo Network Television London Osiki Jisike na hapu ginazu Biafra nile Gedine nuwa Asiki Gabaniru, no secret trial, no secret trial, no secret trial, no secret trial. Hey! Watch me far away, see me far away. Tell me what you saw, I will show you what I have. Because I have myself, oh, then think say na defense, oh. Make you watch my back. Now wait till you they see, yeah. Unless you have the sense, oh, you go learn to pretend, oh. Do not run away. Kind of that is why I say. That is why I say. That is why I talk. That is why I say. That is why